Okay, so I wanted to, I always start with okay, so I wanted to give you some feedback on your gesture drawings that everyone turned in last class. For the most part, it was very good because usually I am there to give you more guidance and like show you, and I was actually quite pleased, so very good. There are a few things that I do want to go over that I saw in some of your gesture drawings that I want to encourage you to maybe try when we try again when you have time, or when I have you do gesture drawings in the future for still life studies. Maybe try approaching it in the way that I will show you, okay? So for example, I will be drawing this. One of the things that I observed in some of your gesture drawings is some were just drawing like the outline of the figure. So for example, if it's this figure, just for review, some of you are going like this, and kind of making it hard for yourselves. Rather than focusing on the outline or the shape of the whole figure, I would encourage you to break down the figure and not just focus on the outline. So for example, if we're doing a quick gesture drawing, we see that the figure is standing, right? And one arm is closed, one arm is open, but mostly it's a vertical, kind of longer than it is horizontal shape, okay? So we got this bend like this, bend here, and then the legs kind of bend here, and then the arm bends here, and then the circle is here, and then we got the shoulder and torso line. Okay, so that's gonna be maybe just a quick gesture drawing with just lines and a circle for the head, okay? So maybe that was like a 10-second one, okay? So if we're breaking it down to shapes, I would, rather than just outlines of the figure, right? I'm not gonna draw an outlining the figure. I'm going to draw shapes, basic shapes. So maybe a rectangle for the torso, a long rectangle for the legs, okay? It's gonna go rectangle here, rectangle here. So think of everything in terms of simple shapes. Break things down into simple shapes, not just, try to break it down and make your life a lot easier than just trying to draw the outline, okay? So here's the arm. And then I would, if you're doing a longer pose, I would go in and, add more details and such. But I hope that's clear. Like, don't feel obligated, okay, to draw an outline rather than, and focus on, and try to break down the subject or whatever it is that you're drawing into shapes, okay? Triangles, circles. If you're not into like geometric shapes, even like curvy shapes like this, it doesn't have to be a rectangle for the torso. It could be a big oval, right? It could be an oblong oval where, the top part where the shoulder is wider than the waist area, like this, okay? Okay, so that's what I wanted to say about the gesture drawings. But overall, very good. I'm pleased with what you've done. If you haven't turned in like the assignments that are due by a certain time or deadline or date, please try to get those in. Otherwise, it will be a 0, and I will take off points if it is late or if you're missing a drawing or two, okay? But it's better to get them in rather than not get them in at all, okay? Because the gesture drawings are worth 110 points.